KC Revival is brought to you by the U.S. Secret Service. Look, no one's talking about all the good stuff we're doing. We're doing great on the money laundering front. When was the last time you heard anything about counterfeit bills? Huh? That's us, okay? And also, no one's died in like a long time. That's pretty good. Anyway, we're hiring, so join the U.S. Secret Service today.
This episode is brought to you by Smorks. You can't smoke on an airplane. You can't smoke inside a restaurant. You can't smoke inside an elementary school, but you can light up a smork. Each smork is hand-rolled by the finest Cubans in Bolivia, Puerto Rico, and even has a filter. Ask any doctor what their most trusted brand of smork is, and they'll tell you, Smorks. Light up a smork.
Does your butthole itch? Does it now that I said that? Well, all you need is this. The single latex glove. Just go for it. No one's watching. Go for it. A single latex glove. Go to singlelatexglove.com for more.
Welcome to another episode of everyone's favorite arts and culture podcast, KC Revival. I'm your host, Tom Tinley. Later in the show, special guest Abby Bland accompanies yours truly to a local haunted house with surprising results. But first, our very own Agatha Quilton Cats sits down with our fascinating guests for the roundtable discussion. So grab some popcorn and awkwardly find your seat. This is KC Revival.
Welcome to another episode of Kansas City Revival. It's such an exciting episode today. We've got some great guests later on, but first we're going to be talking with Abby Bland, a local comedian, a poet, has performed at Fringe Fest, nominated and won Best Poet for the Pitch KC last year. We're really excited to have you, Abby. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you're a comedian and a poet. But you started with poetry, is that correct?
Yes, I started with poetry.
Amazing. Yeah. So how did you get into that?
How did I get into poetry?
Yeah.
That's a story. So the real story is that when I was in 5th grade, we had a poetry assignment, and I did a good enough job that the teacher read my poem in front of everybody, and I kind of liked the way that everyone liked it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so I've always really loved words and storytelling, and then I just kind of kept up an interest in it, and then I studied English in undergrad and then got into performance right after undergrad.
That's amazing. And you were mostly doing like slam poetry at the time, is that right?
Yeah. So I got started with performance with the Kansas City Poetry Slam, which has recently been renamed to the Fountain City Poetry Slam.
Okay.
And I kind of stumbled into Uptown Arts Bar, RIP, around a few months after I had graduated, and I saw a slam and I thought it was cool, and then I just decided to try it the next week, and then I ended up on our first national team, which was pretty cool and unexpected. And then I ended up in charge of the organization about a year later, which was also unexpected, but a super fun ride.
Yeah, for sure. And then, so how did that sort of like transition into comedy for you? Did they always sort of just kind of go hand in hand?
I think they've always kind of overlapped a little bit. I've always been more interested in making people laugh than making them sad. And so my poetry always kind of had a comedic lilt to it. And then I have loved comedy for a really long time, and had a thought that working in stand-up would help improve my stage presence, especially doing shows at Fringe and producing shows in general. And so I kind of liked marrying the two. I thought it was a fun time.
It is smart. I do find that, like, especially with like heavier topics or things that you are like very vulnerable with, sometimes it's easier to like add humor. It disarms the audience and like allows them to sort of like absorb it a little bit more easily. So I want to talk a little bit about your show, The Godzilla's Not a Dinosaur, which was, that won some more awards too, correct?
Yeah, it took home Best of Venue when it premiered at the KC Fringe last year.
That's amazing. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Can you tell us a little bit about that show?
So Godzilla's Not a Dinosaur is a show about identity, a story. It's a show about identity and storytelling, and it kind of the original version of it was more of just like these are the pop culture things that Abby is interested in, and Godzilla is here. But when I decided to take the show on tour, I kind of committed to the bit and really got into Godzilla. I hyperfixated a little bit, watched all of the movies, and so now it talks about identity and how we like talk about ourselves and the stories we tell through an exploration of the Godzilla franchise.
That's incredible. I love that. So it wasn't like you were just obsessed with Godzilla already and that sort of, but you just sort of found that as like an outlet for that comedy. I have a question about Godzilla, actually. So I haven't watched a lot of Godzilla. My sister was really into it growing up. But there was one that stuck out to me when I was a kid, and it was very traumatic. It was Godzilla versus Bambi. Did you ever see that one?
I did not watch that one. I do know it exists, though.
It's pretty traumatic. It's like it's just 30 seconds of like stomping and happy music, and then like a squished Bambi. So that's fun. But yeah, I was curious about your connection with Godzilla. I was reading through some of your Substack this morning, and I noticed it comes up a lot.
I do talk about it a lot.
Yeah. So like, why were you drawn to Godzilla as like an outlet for that?
So I've always been interested in monsters. I watched all the classic monster movies growing up with my dad, and I wonder if maybe like the fascination with monsters is myself being kind of an odd child too.
Yeah.
And then I actually didn't see my first Godzilla movie until like 2020, and then we really just had a lot of time on our hands, you know? And I was like, wait, I actually really like this. So I ended up watching them at that time and was just really interested in, especially it's such a long history.
Yeah.
Like it's so many movies. It's over 40 movies, and like the dynamics between how the United States would treat Godzilla movies versus the originals in Japan was just very fascinating to me as a writer and as a storyteller. And the original Godzilla movie is so heavy and so dark, and then you get the really goofy movies in the 60s and 70s, and then you get to like modern day where we get like Godzilla -1, which is still pretty heavy and pretty dark. And so it's just really cool to see the same character and same story hold so many different things over the course of 70 years. Yeah,
and the context changes, and I think Godzilla's kind of misunderstood as a character. So looking through your Substack, I want to take a guess at your zodiac sign. Is that okay?
Sure.
So I believe you're either a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. Is that right?
So I'm a Sagittarius on the cusp of Capricorn.
Okay.
Because I'm born on literally the last day.
I was gonna guess Sagittarius. Just based on like the knowledge seeking, you seem to like really crave knowledge about all the things you're interested in, which I appreciate. So before we wrap up this little portion here, I thought maybe we'd do like a quick little this or that.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moodang or Pesto the Penguin?
Moodang.
Moodang, absolutely. Halloween or Christmas?
Probably Halloween.
Would you rather sneeze confetti or fart funfetti cake?
Sneeze confetti.
Okay. Breathe underwater or be able to fly?
Probably be able to fly. Water scares me.
Water scares me too, for sure. 1999 Godzilla or whatever those new ones were?
Oh, the new ones.
The new ones, really? Okay, all right.
We could get into it. It's a long story.
We could get into it, because I'm a 1999 Godzilla gal myself.
I'm not going to throw shade at the 99 Godzilla, but I would just pick the current ones.
They all have something special, I'm sure. Okay, Godzilla versus the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Godzilla.
For sure. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here, Abby. I'm so excited that you're going to help me co-host today. Is that right?
I'm super excited.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to Kevin Callahan, who recently woke up from a coma. So we'll be right back.
Coming soon to bookstores, The Hallway. A new horror novel from the twisted mind of Robert Graham takes you inside the mind of a man walking down a hallway in an office building. At the other end of the hallway, his coworker is walking towards him and making eye contact, but they don't know each other like in a work friend type of way, so they're not exactly sure how to greet each other. Read the novel that critics call arm-tingling and leaves a lingering pain in my chest, making it difficult to breathe. The Hallway by Robert Graham, in bookstores now.
Hey, it's Crystal Sanchez here, your local alternative astrologer. Come get your readings at my astrology center. Crystal Sanchez, yeah, it just doesn't matter if you're Scapula or, Jim Bros, Leo DiCaprio. Come in, I'll read your palm. I'm going to give you your do's and don'ts for the week. Do's, scrapbooking, ghost hauntings, candles. Don'ts, midnight snacks, gloves, murder. That's Crystal Sanchez, your alternative astrologer.
KC Revival is brought to you by the Birdwatchers Association of America. Look out there. Is that a dick sissel? Or maybe over there, a flying steamer. That there's a great tit. Oh, and over there, the sweet sounds of a little bustard. Oh, and my favorite, the fluffy-backed tit babbler. So grab some binoculars today and go see all these birds that are totally real and many more. Birdwatchers Association of America.
Did you say bustard?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Kansas City Revival. I'm your host, Agatha Quilton Cats. We still have Abby Bland here. Abby, thank you so much for sticking around. And now we're going to be talking with Kevin Callahan.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for having me here.
So happy to have you here.
Yeah.
So you recently woke up from a coma, is that right?
Yeah, 25 years.
25 years?
Yeah. 1998, copy of Mortal Kombat 4, the arcade game, fell on me. And no. I was out for a long time.
Yeah, 25 years is a very long time.
So, I've just been trying to play some catch up.
Can I ask how old you were when you
Yeah, I was
went
13 when I went down.
Oh, no.
And so now
formative age.
Yeah, I'm 39 now. So, it's been, I've had a couple years to kind of get up to speed on everything that I missed.
Yeah, what was that like when you first woke up?
Oh, I woke up and I immediately asked, are girls still around? Because that was all I was obsessed with when I was 14.
Yeah.
So I was like, do girls still exist? And they did. In fact, my doctor was a woman. I was in a fog. I was just waking up and I didn't know. But yeah, it was scary, but my family was there for me.
That's great, but how did that feel when you first saw your family? Did you even recognize them?
Yeah, I did, because they were old when I was born. Honestly, they were my dad was 54 when I was born.
Okay.
So they looked like older, of course, but they had nothing else to do. They were just waiting for me to wake up. Honestly, they were just there hanging out. Yeah, but I love them, and it warmed my heart, and it's nice to be alive.
Absolutely. I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah.
What has life been like since you woke up?
Wow. Like I said, I've just been trying to catch up on everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I go on Twitch. Just trying to
I can't
catch
remember.
up.
Was YouTube around when you were?
No.
Yeah,
As soon as I got up, I went to teenagers and I was like, what are the cool kids doing? And they're like, we're online.
Why is this adults
You know what?
me?
I thought they vibe checked me, I think is what I've learned it's called.
Yeah.
And my vibes were good, according to them. So I passed the vibe check and they let me in on what was going on.
Amazing. So, so what's going on? Are you are you going back to school? Or
Yeah, I'm being forced to go back to school. Yes.
You're being forced?
Yeah,
Who's forcing you?
It's a weird legal thing. 'Cause technically, I'm 16 now, or going on 16, even though I'm 39, and I should be in school. So
So you're there, huh?
Yeah, I got a backpack yesterday. Got my supplies. I'm ready to go.
Okay, so you're just going back to school for the first time this year?
Yeah, going back.
Wow, scary.
Yeah, I know. I hear I got to learn what 9/11 is. I haven't Googled that yet. I'm waiting for it to be revealed to me what happened.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be the one to do that for you. But
a lot of people don't want to talk about it with me, so I'm going to wait for the school to teach me that one.
What's been the biggest culture shock, would you say?
Oh, man, just, the way everything is interconnected and the way everyone wants attention and doesn't. And, it's that whole thing. It's kind of weird. Like when I was growing up, there's I got to say, first thing when I woke up, I went and tried to log on to my AIM account.
Oh,
and it's still up.
It's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
But it's a different vibe if you go on it now. It's way different vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened.
And I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. You got a yo-yo there with you.
I got a
yo-yo.
Your skateboard. I just learned how to split the atom. If you want to check that out.
Whoa! Wow! Look at
Thank you. Yeah, I was good
all
at
the way
them.
to the ceiling. That's amazing.
And then I got a Capri Sun here. I heard Ecto Cooler came back, but I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but you're really going through those Capri Suns.
Yeah,
It's your
Thanks
third
for
one.
having a double pack of them here.
I mean, I figured you might want those. I wasn't sure what you would be into.
That's great. There's so many new Cheetos.
There's a lot of new
Cheetos.
That's so true.
I've had a lot of Cheetos I got to catch up on. Jalapeno slaps.
Love them.
Is it slaps? Is that what the kids are saying? Slaps?
Something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. What's going on with with your slang? How's that? How are you keeping up with that?
No cap. I got to riz up. If I'm being quite honest.
Yeah, it's like a whole new language to learn.
My reservoir is low.
Your reservoir.
So I gotta get up to speed.
Kevin, did you ever get to see? I guess 1998. You said.
Yeah, 1998.
So you never got to see the 1999 Godzilla.
No, I did not get to see it at all.
Did you ever watch Godzilla?
I did not, but. Ironically enough, in my YouTubing...
Abby's kind of an expert here.
Abby, have you seen the Cisco video with Godzilla?
I don't believe that I have.
Yes, there's a Cisco... I haven't seen the movie Godzilla, but I was in my YouTube
a
searching...
music video?
Yeah, I watched Thong Song because I had to know it, apparently.
You had to, yeah.
And then
write this down
There's
now.
another Cisco video that he dances with Godzilla, and they dance together.
Well, Godzilla does like to dance. That's been documented.
Oh, is that canon? Okay, I didn't know if that was canon or not.
Usually after he defeats an enemy, and then he just does a little jig.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
That's so cool. I
But
need to watch
usually,
more Godzilla.
I mean, in exactly one movie.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's canon. That's all it takes, right?
We have a caller on the line. Is it okay if we?
Oh, yeah,
take a
go
quick
right ahead.
Question. Caller, you're on the line.
Hey, man. Hey, Kevin, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, man. Have you heard of 4chan?
4chan?
Do you want to join my 4chan?
Yeah,
Kevin,
I'm always interested in learning, new things.
You seem very impressionable and easy to manipulate.
Yeah, honestly, mentally, I'm about 15 going on 16.
Oh no,
Perfect.
I think we're gonna. No. We can't have this. I'm hanging up.
Okay,
Kevin,
is
do
that
not.
Wait, should I go on 4chan?
No.
Juice don't.
Okay.
Please don't.
All
Please
right.
don't do that.
Okay.
Well, okay, we're gonna take a quick break, but Kevin, can you stick around? I want to hear some more about.
I
what
literally
life is
got
like for
all
you
the
now.
time.
That's great.
It's
All
fine.
right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to an aspiring comedian. That's exciting. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by your manager. You know, I might be your boss, but I don't want you to think like that. We're like a family here. So I went ahead and picked up some Little Caesars pizza and a couple cans of Coke Zero to show you how much you mean to us. Now pop that headphone back in and get back to work, buddy. Thanks.
Looking for something to get up to this weekend? Come down to Club Panda. At Club Panda, you can roll down hills and hurt yourself. Come down to Club Panda and chew some bamboo. Club Panda has trees that you can fall out of. Club Panda, fart and scare yourself. But at Club Panda, we only have one rule. no fornication. Club Panda.
Hey besties, it's Ashley from We Already Knew, We Knew It First, and we're going to tell you about it. And if you want to be the second to know anything that's trending about anything that's trending whenever it's trending, you should just follow our blog and sign up for our newsletter, because we already knew, we knew it first, and we're going to tell you about it. So if you want to know, you should follow us.
Welcome back to Kansas City Revival. I am your host, Agatha Cats. We still have Abby in the studio with us. We have Kevin here. Now we're going to be talking to an aspiring comedian, Death, Taker of Souls. Welcome to the studio.
How you doing? It's good to be here.
It's lovely to see you, Death. It's been a while.
Yeah, have we met before?
We've met before.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I
You
meet
don't
a lot
remember?
of people in my line
I
of
guess
work.
that's true. You meet a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
So, you're trying to become a comedian, is that right?
Oh, well, my job can be pretty dark.
That's true.
I like to try and find levity where I can.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I tried to get into comedy last year. It's a little harder than I thought it would be.
Really?
What's been difficult about it?
Well, being funny is something that's difficult to learn, I've found. It's mostly an inherent thing a lot of people possess. And me being sort of a cosmic entity has... you'd think I'd be funnier, but it's hard. It's tough.
I'm sure that you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Would you mind giving us a couple of jokes?
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. All right. I went to see the doctor the other day. He hooked me up to the EKG, and it went beep. He said, "Oh no, something's wrong." And I says to him, "Don't worry, Doc. I've always been great with deadlines." Deadlines, because I kill. Not with.
Yeah.
I'd kill for a laugh right now.
I
You
see
know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah. There's some potential there for sure. Kevin, can you don't want to touch him. You definitely.
Actually,
I know,
me and
he's-
Death know each other a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You weren't looking at him
I
like
did.
you were.
Yeah,
I did visit him briefly.
Usually
Yeah.
people, when they see him, are very like, whoa, and you
Yeah.
were just like,
I don't remember a
Okay.
lot of that time, but I
right.
remember seeing him a couple times.
Do you remember Kevin?
Yeah, well, I used to frequent arcades quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I was trapped under the arcade game.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat
in
4, I think,
Purgatory.
yeah.
Yes,
Did you
it's
push
true.
that on him?
No. That was just some other shitty kid. I
okay.
took care of that kid later. Don't worry about
wow,
it. Yeah.
all right.
And I gotta apologize. I feel like I've been taking a lot of people lately that you seem to care about. I apologize for that. Just doing my job.
What's that about? What's going on?
We have the Afterlife Olympics coming up. So I need
the Afterlife Olympics?
Yeah. So we need.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. So gotta get Pete Rose, one of the greats. Dikembe Mutombo, we gotta grab him. You know, we gotta represent. So.
Are the events in Afterlife Olympics like the ones we have here?
A little
That's a
bit, but they're
great
like
question.
bigger and better. There's more dead people than there are alive people, so there's a lot more going on.
Are there
in the
any
afterlife.
alive people?
No, I just mean in the universe.
Gotcha, okay.
There's fewer alive people than there are. A lot of people have died.
That's very true.
Yeah, way more than you like. It's unfathomable the amount of people.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on up there.
Okay, well, what's going on with your comedy career right now then?
Well, I flash into existence and try and hit up an open mic here or there when I can.
Yeah.
I'm usually in the neighborhood because comedians live hard and fast.
Have you been to the Bird Comedy Theater?
I
That
have, yeah.
place comes up a lot here, so.
Yeah. It seems like everyone that comes on this podcast has a connection there somehow.
Yeah.
It's strange, but I go there sometimes.
Really?
They don't really have the sense of humor that I like, but whatever.
What is your sense of humor? What comedy things are you inspired by?
I really like low-hanging fruit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I like easy jokes. I like the easy stuff. Yeah, it's hard writing jokes. Abby, help me out here. It's hard, right?
Yeah.
It is hard, yeah.
Because you got to try it over and over again and change. Even like the way you say one tiny little word can make all the difference in the whole joke, and it sucks.
Abby, do you have any advice?
Yeah, I'm dying over here.
Honestly, but you already seem pretty on to the process. You got to write, and then you got to get on stage. And honestly, like the best comedians bomb a lot until they figure it out, and then
maybe the low-hanging fruit jokes are not the way to go.
I should
maybe you should try a little harder.
Yeah, or just like work on honing like your unique comedy voice, because
like my point of view.
Yeah,
yeah.
As a cosmic entity, I'm sure that gives you a pretty great stage presence, but like figuring out your voice and how to speak to people is probably important.
Kevin, what do you find funny? You have a unique perspective here.
Yeah, I got a little bit, I do like a little ironic humor here and there. I gotta say, I came from that generation, and now I'm like post-ironic or ironic.
So not like insult comedy?
No,
is that dead now? Is that,
just things that are
gone?
awkward. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I like.
Maybe you guys should kind of workshop a joke here.
Okay.
What do we think?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here, you do a setup, and I'll do a punchline.
So I recently met Chris Christopherson.
Is that the setup?
That's the setup.
Oh,
Any more than that?
Okay. He did. Was that it?
Wait.
Was that
Hold on.
a
I'm going to
joke?
try another one. I recently met Dame Maggie Smith.
She did.
Wow. I think I found my tagline.
Wait, there's something here. There's some potential. I think.
Is that how it works?
It sounds good to me.
Okay,
I
here,
got laughs in the room.
Let me set up one, and then you deliver it, okay?
All right.
So the other day, I was walking up to someone who was about to die.
And I gave them a brain tumor.
You're getting it. No? God, I'm sorry. I'm probably not the best judge for this.
You're getting there.
It's getting laughs in the room. That's a start. That's what.
Death. I don't want to bring up a touchy topic. Okay. But I hear you're dealing with ADHD currently. Is that?
Oh well.
Is that kind of why you're having trouble?
So I get distracted pretty easily, and I've been reprimanded a few times for it. But it's hard to fill my position. I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah,
so,
a long time.
For example, the Titanic was supposed to it was supposed to be like 4 people.
It was only supposed to be 4 people? What happened?
Well, there were some narwhals passing by, and I was like, whoa, I've never seen one before. Those are rare. And I got distracted, and then I turned around.
And then the whole ship
12 hours have passed, and all of a sudden,
oh my God,
dead.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, it was like 30 people lived or some shit. I was a little embarrassed after that.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Sorry.
Well, okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll talk some more about that when we come back. And after the break, we're going to talk to Dr. Franklin Estevez, a.k.a. Frankie Pipes. We'll be right back.
You just roasted 3 bones of the finest green devil bush available, but you looked at the clock and you have dinner with your girlfriend's parents. You don't want to look high, but you're out of eye drops. This ever happened to you? Try using your dog's eye medicine. You certainly won't regret using your dog's medicated eye drops, right? Paid for by the Americans for Eye Damage Society.
Are you thinking about death right now? Are you now that I said that? Well, fear no more. For this, a single latex glove. The only thing keeping death's cold, deadly finger from touching you. A single latex glove. Go to singlelatexglove.com to find out more.
This episode is brought to you by salt shakers that have a really loose lid on top. You're going to love this prank salt shaker for in a restaurant where they get ready to pour salt out, but it goes all over their food.
There's salt all over my food.
It's funny, huh?
No, I'm allergic to salt.
Get your new salt shaker today.
Back to Kansas City Revival. I'm your host, Agatha Quilton Cats. We still have Abby in the studio with us. We've got Kevin. We have Death here still.
What's up? How about this?
You got another one?
Hold on. Let me look here.
Is this how you do your...
Yeah,
it's pretty standard open mic, baby.
I met the Queen last year, She thought I was Prince Charles. It was very awkward. She said, "Charles, fetch my coat, dear." I said, "Darling, where you're going, you don't need a coat." Turns out imperialism has grave consequences. Grave. You know, the other ones were getting laughs.
Yeah, okay, so she's going to hell is what you're...
Yeah, she's already there. I need to update
well,
that.
our next guest is Dr. Franklin Estevez, a.k.a. Frankie Pipes.
Is that a skeleton man?
A skeleton? Well, that's Death, Taker of Souls.
Yeah.
He's a aspiring comedian. He's also Death, Taker of Souls.
Yeah, people keep confusing me for Skeletor.
That's pretty rad. Yeah, I like
thanks.
it. Yeah.
You're steaming more, though. Like, there's a lot of steam coming off.
It's the embarrassment of
Oh, is that what that
not
is?
getting laughs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry about that. Well, Dr. Franklin Estevez,
Hey.
Frankie Pipes, we're so happy to have you.
And most people know me by Frankie Pipes,
Yeah,
but
that's-
technically, on paper, Dr. Franklin Estevez.
You are a ska band leader. What is the name of your band?
Well, we're called the Pipe Slingers.
The Pipe Slingers.
I didn't want to make it,
Okay, yeah.
too centered around me, but I'm sort of the front man.
Yeah.
I lay down the songs, I lay down the lyrics. I kind of have the whole outlook of the band, so it's really, really in my hands as far as that goes.
And you've been doing ska music for quite a while. Is
Yes.
that right?
I was really big in the 90s, when we
Okay.
had third wave ska, just really breaking loose on the scene.
And give us just a quick little background on third wave ska for anyone that doesn't know.
Well, a lot of people know that, right after grunge, everyone was just really sad. And it was because, the whole Kurt Cobain thing. Thanks,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, you.
We needed something to pull us out of that.
Well, Courtney really begged me to do it, so.
Well, you really gave us a lot of bad vibe. And the reaction to that was ska. It's think of it as a much faster reggae, but it's you have.
That's a great way of putting it.
Oh yes, but the problem with ska is, unlike a 2, 3, 4-piece band, ska bands are huge.
Yeah, usually 12
Yeah.
or more people. Is that right?
And the thing is, when you're doing ska with that many people, you have to split the pay 12 ways, and somebody is always doing stuff, they're doing different gigs, custody battles, shifts at the Sizzler, it's hard doing one show,
Yeah.
but, it was huge until it wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. Kevin, did you listen to ska before you?
I was weighing. Do you know 5 Iron Frenzy?
Yeah, I know
They're like
5
a
Iron
Christian
Frenzy.
ska band. I was
Christian ska
hardcore into.
band. All
I was
right.
getting out of Christianity before the coma.
Yeah, that's
Then
what
I
ska's
ironically
good for.
got back into it. Now I'm back out of it.
You don't recognize me, do you?
What? No, I can't say that.
He was in a coma for 25 years.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, that's why I was, seeing if you met maybe, the Pipe Slingers.
Not ringing a bell.
Plumbing?
Plumbing?
We're just straight, the song.
Yeah, sing a little bit of it. For us.
We're clogging your plumbing. Yeah, yeah. Clogging your plumbing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're clogging your plumbing. Oh, we ain't gonna plunge tonight.
I
yeah.
remember that
Horns.
one.
I can
That's a
imagine
good
that
one.
having horns and
I didn't realize that was
rocking.
you guys.
That was us.
That was a good one.
That was
yeah.
us. But
So yeah, what happened?
it crashed.
It crashed. Oh my
Solid
gosh,
ska.
the ska crash of
It was-
2001.
It was terrible. All of Orange County, you'd just be seeing bass players just skanking in the unemployment line, and just big bins of just useless brass horns just getting recycled into probably bullets.
Ironic to have a wallet chain with nothing in your wallet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
crazy. And I even had to take a break from music and go back to my
Wow.
old, that backup day job at the Applied Advanced Genetics Research Corporation.
Wow.
And yeah.
Okay, so you were a scientist,
Well, I was the head research engineer for the company. Yes.
and that was your day job,
Yeah, it's not.
not your passion.
No.
Ska is your passion.
I sat at the window just looking out and thinking about all the big breakthroughs I could be making in the world.
Yeah.
People say that our cloning technology, we could clone organs, put a huge dent.
You were
in-
working on cloning.
Yeah.
Wow.
We apply. It's applied genetics.
Yeah.
We want to.
Wow.
We want to make sure it's active.
Incredible.
Organs. If you're on the wait list for a kidney,
Yeah.
it could be years. And theoretically, with the research, we could cut that down to minutes. But that's not what ska music is.
Okay,
It's going to put me out of work if you get all those organs to grow that fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's about feeling good, you know?
Ska music?
Ska music. is
Ska
about
music,
feeling good.
okay, yeah.
And I feel like I wasted a lot of time in a lab when I could have been out there making a difference. So I cloned myself.
You cloned yourself
I cloned myself up to
Wow.
12 times.
12 times.
Yes.
So
For your ska band?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any other reason to do that.
Is that all those people that are waiting out in the green room back there?
Guy,
Oh my gosh. Gosh.
Can I just get a second?
Yeah,
Hey,
go ahead.
Close the door.
Okay.
Close the door.
They're
Come
looking.
on. Hey. I just want to close the door. Are you doing an interview? Close the door.
Wow.
Get back in there.
It's just a bunch of the same guy.
It's just
get back. No, they're not the same. I'm Frankie. Those
Yeah.
are the other clones.
They
all
just
right?
have different
Do they
Play
have-
the
haircuts.
horn. Do they want to hear about that? Get in there.
Oh, okay. So
Get in there. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Do they come with you everywhere?
We got a pretty big van. Sometimes we have to take like another car or so because 12 of us, right?
Yeah.
So
Do you each have your own distinct personality, or do you share a
Yeah.
mind as if you're one?
it's I think that's really sort of a Theseus ship
Oh, okay,
argument.
okay.
I don't want to get into all
okay,
of that.
okay,
you
okay.
know,
Let me
it's-
ask you this: are they each direct clones of you, or are they clones of each other? So they like a copy of a copy situation. They just get like worse and worse as you go.
It's a little column A, a little column B. As you know, their trombone player really isn't all there.
Oh, yeah,
Multiplicity.
It's a big word.
Yeah. That's the
Wait, the Michael Keaton
the
movie?
Michael Keaton movie. I
Oh,
saw
yeah,
this
was
before
that
I
the one
went into
where
a coma.
They got like the dot in the eye,
Yeah.
and you could tell that they're a clone if they got a dot in the eye, or is that?
Have you ever dealt with clones before? How would you, if a clone dies,
Yeah,
or
this
if a
is
clone
first.
needs to die, how do you know which one
Well,
to?
I
Can
figure
I-
I gotta kill them all, right? I gotta take them all at the
Oh,
same
you're
time.
gonna kill them all.
Well, I mean, there's only one soul
okay.
split into however many pieces.
I'm really sorry. My video game is dead. Can you plug in my Switch? I'm sorry.
Do they have names?
They have names. They're Frankie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just give them a number
Wait.
because they don't matter as much.
Here's my question.
Why didn't you tell them what happened to Frankie?
Can we just Frankie? Can we just get like one of those clones out here just to answer a couple questions? Because
You
this is
want-
They
fascinating.
can have
want
my
one of
spot.
them?
I want to go hang out.
You
with
want-
them.
Can I
go hang out
pick
with
which
them?
one?
Can I get?
You
No, I
can
don't
pick
think-
which
I don't
one.
think- which
Sure,
one.
yeah.
I don't think we should let the child man hang out with the ska band. I think that will ruin
You
him.
don't think so?
No, I think that'll ruin him.
Give me 3 and 4. Get out here. Nope, just 6. I swear to God.
Oh, they're pushing the other one down.
Got
Okay,
any,
they're
you
coming.
got any treats for these guys?
coming-
Can you get like a couple of snacks? For the rest of
Sure.
them?
Yeah,
Just
here's
get
some
'em-
snacks. Here we go. Here's a couple
Oh
of
my
snacks
God.
for you.
Thank
There you
you.
go. Okay.
Just take a single
Okay.
peanut butter. Break it into pieces. I don't care. You should see what they're like on road trips. They're insufferable.
Hey, would
I'm
you-
right here.
When you clone them, do they like have to be born as babies, or are they already fully grown adults?
Well,
and then do they have the brain of
Well,
babies and have
the
to
clone's
learn?
here, so we should just ask the
Oh
clone.
yeah, that's a
right?
good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 clones out
You
here.
guys ever see any of the Star Wars, like the Clone Wars? The animated one. You can tell they all have a different personality, but it's like the same guy.
Huh.
I don't know if that's real, but it's I really like the show.
Okay.
You know, it's a little bit darker than than a lot of the kids shows at the time. So I like the Clone Wars.
Which clones do we have here? Frankie 1 and
Oh, we got 2 and we got 4.
2 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Frankie 2 and 4.
Frankie 2 and 4. I
Okay.
picked the smartest ones.
The smartest ones.
Smartest ones. And
What instruments do they play in the band?
Frankie 2. I play lead guitar and I play rhythm guitar.
Okay, wow, all right.
So we got 2 string guys here.
How do you feel about being a clone of Frankie Pipes?
I feel like I could do his job. Shut the fuck up! Get in.
There
Okay.
seems to be a lot of tension between you and the clones. I'm not
But
gonna
yeah,
lie.
because he's not even the real Frankie. What?
Wait,
No, don't.
Wait.
Don't encourage
How
this.
do we-
Don't encourage this talk.
How do we know we're
Wait,
talking
wait.
to the
Not-
real Frankie?
I am the real Frankie.
How
the
do we-
Omega Alpha,
Okay,
whatever.
Hold on. Can I just? Both of you guys get back in the
Wait, look at his eye.
Get back in the room. Don't you touch me. I'm the real Frankie. All right. It doesn't matter what any other
Kevin-
dots in my eyes say.
Kevin,
I'm the real Frankie.
I think you're the expert here on this situation. What do we do? What do we do?
We take each of them into a room individually. We ask them 3 questions. We compare these 3 questions to one another.
Okay.
And by a process of elimination, Or we can just look at their eyes.
Okay, I was
Right?
going to
They
say
have, like,
the
the
eye
little
thing
dot
seemed
thing,
like
right?
the more
We should do
simple
the dot
solution.
thing.
Okay. So let's take Death, can you take a look there in those eyes? Don't touch him. Don't touch
gloves.
me.
I'll just put these gloves on. Slap it.
It doesn't matter if I'm the real Frankie
They won't let
or
me.
if I'm
Won't let me
not the
close.
real Frankie. All right.
Well, I guess
He could be in a tube 6 feet underground, frozen for genetic material, and it wouldn't even matter because the band, they see me singing and they know I'm the real deal.
You know what? I just realized I don't want to know.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you know what? If you don't care, then I don't care, Death. It's not my place.
When one of them dies, they're all gonna die. I can tell you that much.
Thank you. So as I was saying, ska is really about just happiness. And it's really about bringing those good vibes, you know?
Yeah. And how do you guys bring those good vibes to the stage?
We really just just get the music going, and we know that no matter what you're doing, you're gonna be moving to it. You know, you don't even want to move to it. You had a bad day at work, or say somebody else gets a little too big for their britches and think they could do what I do. Is put
He's
on a little bit
staring
of ska
directly into the other clone's eyes without breaking eye contact or blinking.
No, we don't. We're good.
You know, we don't have a
good?
lot of
Okay.
ska in the afterlife. We just got that one guy from Smash Mouth, and that's about
That's
it.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
No
I
wonder
think-
you don't want to spend a lot of time down there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, there's a lot going on. It's a little busy. But in the afterlife, I can only imagine how busy it is there. You know what I mean?
There's an
There's an
afterlife?
Yeah. Well, you know how there's a hollow earth?
Yeah. Okay.
The
So it's
years
like
start
that.
coming and they don't stop.
That's
You know
right.
what
don't
I'm saying?
stop.
Yeah. So, I don't know what happens in the afterlife. I'm only in the one domain, and occasionally here for open mics.
Wow. Okay.
Well, if you're looking for a couple ska band members, I know where you can find 2 of them.
Well, I'm taking all of you or none of you. That's the deal. I
Oh,
feel like
gosh.
since you're all the same person.
Actually, I think that's kind of the ska vibe. I like
Is that the ska vibe?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it is the ska truth of it all, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Before we wrap up the interview, Frankie, can you give us a little sample of one of your newest songs?
All right. Do you mind if I get a horn guy in here?
Go right ahead, please. You brought every instrument that they're just spilling out of that room.
Frankie 8. 7-2. Get out here.
Frankie Ace
So
is a
now
good
we have
band
we
name.
have
but-
one,
We got
we have
trombone
3.
guy, we got horn guy, we got French horn guy, and we got a maracas guy. Get
Do you
in
have an
here.
accordion guy?
We don't have an accordion guy
Oh wow, okay.
yet.
Okay.
Okay,
We-
we got an album coming up. That's a great idea. I would
Okay.
love that.
All right.
Cool.
Well, let's hear this. Let's hear this new song by Frankie Pipes.
Okay, so let me go ahead and get that up here. And 1 and a 2 and a. Frankie's in a pipe. Frankie's in a pipe underground. Frankie's in a pipe. I'm not the real one. I'm not the real one. Yeah. And it's really
wow.
inspired by that imposter syndrome that you can feel, but you got to really let that ska energy propel you forward.
It has nothing to do with all the clones killing the original Frankie.
It's subtext.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, you got to really kill that part of you that is the imposter.
I see.
You
I
know,
see.
I'm
yeah.
learning a lot
let
about
that real
like,
self
performing.
just flourish. Yes.
Okay, well, before we wrap it up, I'd love to hear about what you guys have coming up. So let's start with Abby. What do you got in the works?
I have a show on October 18th at Lottawanna Brewing. It's part of the freestyle comedy crew that does shows out there. It's in Lee Summit. It starts at 7:30. That's what I have immediately coming up.
Where can people find you online if they want to?
You can follow me on Instagram at Apples to Abby, and you can get connected with everything I do there. I have a newsletter. It's called Silly Things. I send it out usually twice a month if I remember to, and it's about something silly. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's a great little Substack. I really enjoyed reading through it this morning. So, Kevin, what about you? What do you got coming up? Lots of stuff. You have a lot to catch up on.
Lots of things to catch up on. On those weird AIM chats, I found the Bird Comedy Theater. And so, like, I heard that monthly they have this show coming up. It's called Two Birds, One Show. There's a team called Bookends that I like.
Yeah, they're great.
They do, they have other people there. It's kind of like a jam and show thing. So you should keep an eye on that. Go to thebirdkc.com. Also on my YouTube wanderings, there's a channel. It's called Yes Labyrinth, and it just posted its first video. So go to youtube.com/Yes Labyrinth, and it's all about like comedy and this weird thing and, all that weird stuff.
Oh, will it teach me stuff?
Maybe.
Okay, I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, Death,
I think you'd
that's
like it.
definitely for you.
All right.
Death, what about you? What do you got coming
Well,
up?
there's this improviser I'm gonna kill soon. I was supposed to kill him last month, but he's just so funny. I gotta keep him alive a little bit longer.
He distracted you with his jokes, huh?
Yeah, Michael Stoufer. He's so funny. He's gonna be performing as a Bird comedy player on the 18th at the Bird, and then he's in a couple shows the next day too on the 19th, and he's also gonna be at Lottawanna on November 1st. This guy's great. He's so. I may not kill him anytime soon.
Wow.
I mean, we'll see.
Amazing.
I got a job to do though.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. Okay. Well, Dr. Franklin Estevez, a.k.a. Frankie Pipes,
Yes.
what do you have coming up?
We're actually headlining the Florpt tour. We're going to be working with, the Raisinets as well as Buster Nuts. It should actually be one of the biggest festivals coming up for the summer. But other than that, if you want to go ahead and follow Truck Noises KC at Instagram, Facebook, and we'll see you at the Florpt tour.
Amazing. Well, thank you all so much for being here with me today. Hopefully we can have you back as guests soon. That wraps up another episode of Kansas City Revival. I'm your host, Agatha Quilton Cats. Thank you so much.
Get ready, Kansas City. It's the Florp Tour. Get ready for your headlining band, the Pipers, and the Pipe Slingers. I think it was the Pipe Slingers. Don't forget, Buster Nuts is also going to be there. Also, the Clementine Babies, and also Jerky McGurkins. Get ready for the Florp Tour. You're going to get floored. April 17th.
Hey, are you a divorced dad? Come on down to Steve's Sensory Deprivation Chambers. Just come on down. You gotta think about stuff, man. You gotta get your life together. Come on down, float in some salt. You miss Deb, don't you? You can think about it. Try to be better. You have kids, right? Well, you can forget about them for a little bit in a sensory deprivation chamber. Come on down. It's fun-ish, right? Yeah, it is. Come on down.
This episode is brought to you by that really good piece of Doritos Ranch. Look at all the flavor on this single chip. On sale now.
Hi, Tom Timley here, and boy, do we have a story for you. I'm here with my new friend and special guest, Abby Bland.
Hey, everybody.
And we are going to the West Bottoms to explore the grand opening of the brand new haunted house, the 14th floor. Abby, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, pretty excited. Haunted houses aren't normally my thing, but I heard so many good things about this one.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, me too. Now, there's quite a line, so we're just going to get in line here, and we're going to see if we can scooch ahead of these people.
Don't cut numbnuts, all right?
You just call me numbnuts?
Numbnuts, yeah.
Okay.
You're being a numbnuts right now.
Yeah, okay.
Stop, you can't cut.
Hey,
All right,
look at
sorry.
this numbnuts over here. He's cutting.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Tom Tinley with KC Revival. Are you excited about this haunted house?
Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm wearing all black.
You seem
All the time. Everything.
and you have that ICP makeup on.
Yes, I do. I'm down with the clown and I'm down for life, yo.
Okay, yeah, you know more about it than I do,
Yeah.
apparently. What are you excited about most?
Numbnuts not getting in front of me when I'm trying to get
all right.
scared.
Yeah, we'll just go and let you.
Kill off the numbnuts. Nice.
Okay.
Ticket? Ticket? Do you have your tickets,
Okay, yeah.
please?
Well,
Tickets?
yeah, hi.
Hello?
Tom Tim, the
Tickets?
KC Revival. I'm here with
Oh.
Abby Bland.
Hello,
And
hello.
we're super excited. How has the sales been so far?
You're the first.
I thought we were going to be.
Yeah, who's the numbnuts now, sucker? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
You did cut in line in front of all these people that were waiting.
I have a press badge, and I'm with Abby Bland, the Jewel of Kansas City.
The Jewel of Kansas City, Abby Bland. So I am going to let you through.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But real quick, what's something we should be excited for? Give me a little spoiler here.
I think there's a room that I'm excited about this year. It's the existential crisis room. So, you know, I don't know. Have some fun with that one. I haven't been through it
Okay.
yet. I don't think I can. I'm a little too scared. So
All
we'll
right.
see. Maybe you can tell me about it when you come back out.
Okay, well, let's head inside. Abby, I'm excited. Let's go up these stairs here.
Oh my.
Hi. Oh, I think it's just an automated thing. It's not a real person.
The Armadillo Man.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just curious what else it says.
I have so many diseases.
Okay.
I have not been vaccinated because I'm an armadillo.
Oh, this armadillo's anti-vax.
Watch me fall.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty complicated.
Oh, I am the Armadillo
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty impressive. First thing, let's continue going up these
I
stairs.
don't believe in
Okay.
vaccination.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go. Okay. The sign says haunted forest. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, I love a forest.
So it's kind of foggy in here. It's hard to see.
It's foggy in here.
Let's-
You know, I've been reading stuff.
What, did you hear
What was
that?
that?
Well, that was scary. It's just like a whisper on the wind.
I think you might have something you need to check out.
What?
Oh,
Did you say that?
I didn't say anything.
What's the parking gonna be like when you leave the house?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Did that mold?
Wow. This seems very specific to me. I gotta be honest with you.
Friends on Facebook are doing much better.
I don't think it's just you. I don't think I'm feeling.
Did you check the menu before you left the house?
Okay, this is pretty scary so far, Abby.
it's
Any
very
regrets so far?
Any regrets? A lot, but about this, no. I think we're doing great.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm sorry about everything else, but I'm glad today you're doing great.
This room is just making me think about them too.
Really?
I'm very anxious in this room.
Yeah, it's very anxiety
Can
ridden.
you really change it?
Wow. I just was thinking about that today when I was thinking about my personal recycling habits. And
Every day is another wasted day.
okay, I think we need to get out of this
I
haunted
think-
forest.
yeah, we should.
Yeah, let's go. I wonder why they call it the 14th floor. It's
I
very
don't know.
interesting.
Do you think we're gonna have to walk up to the 14th floor?
That would suck. Any place that makes you walk up that many stairs should be illegal.
Hello, my pretty.
Oh, hi. Ah, it's some sort of witch thing
I
here.
am the insurance auditor.
What? So in this scenario, are we filing a claim and
Or
you're...
are we getting audited?
I'm letting you know that your general liability insurance doesn't cover the trampoline on your yard.
that's-
I'm
that's
going
a-
to have to write you up.
Dude, is that real?
I don't-
This doesn't feel realistic.
Yeah, that's...
This room's a bit of a letdown, right?
Well, so far, I mean, that wasn't that scary.
Wait until there's a claim.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it's a little scary. It's more frustrating than anything, I would say. But, wow, okay, we're going to keep walking here, see what else there is to see. Maybe hopefully we can talk to one of the actors. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Figure out how they train and everything.
Hello, it's me, John Malkovich.
Whoa. Wow, it's not a mask or anything. It's just John
Yes,
Malkovich.
Just chilling.
You know, I'm studying for a role I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So, how are you liking it so far here in Kansas City?
You know, the barbecue's okay.
So that's good.
Yes.
Abby, what's your favorite John Malkovich film?
All of them. They're great.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
I'm
got a
glad
big
you got
ego
it.
ever, so
I'm
that's probably-
very esteemed.
Well,
very well regarded.
what are you working on?
I'm actually doing Being John Malkovich again.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going back to the well. Huh?
Yeah, going back to that story in no way wraps up and is rife for more. So
Yeah, that's
we're
great.
doing more.
So it takes place in a haunted house? I
Yeah,
guess?
actually.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what brought you here for preparing for this
Here,
role.
Go through this tiny door.
Oh,
Fall through.
okay. I guess
I
that's
guess
where
we're
we're supposed to go. Yeah, let's crawl through this little door here.
Armadillo Man.
I'm sorry. Again?
There's lots of research that vaccines may cause a series of birth defects. I have a lot of diseases. You better not let me touch you.
Okay, let's go faster. Let's
Keep going, Numbnut. Come on.
I guess they're right behind us.
It's a half of a door.
You know what?
gotta crawl
Why don't you
back.
guys-
The numbnuts?
No, why don't you guys
off?
play through? Just play through. We're taking our time. If you want to just pass us, that's fine.
How do magnets work?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't think anyone knows.
Frustrates me.
I don't think people know how magnets work or soap. I think soap is still a mystery. Anyone
It's
else?
a fake.
No, Armadillo Man, leave us alone. Quit following us. Abby, do you...
Hi.
Oh, hi. Tom Timley, KC Revival.
Hi.
Are you Are you one of the guests, or are you one of the?
No, I work here.
Okay. Are you doing a scare thing now? or-
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just want to walk through here with me, we've got lots of blood and gore stuff here.
Okay.
And it's so cute. If you want to look at it,
All right.
you can touch it too if you like. I don't know. There's a tub
Cute
here.
is
You
the
can
word
poke
I would use.
Just dip your. Give me your finger.
Okay.
Gimme.
For,
Okay, we're
for
gonna dip
journalism's
it.
sake, I will do this. I'll dip my finger.
Oh, isn't that warm?
It is warm.
It's so nice. Isn't that cute?
How do they keep it warm?
Isn't that cute?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm feeling like a juxtaposition between the horror that I should be feeling and like your toxic positivity.
Is it toxic?
It could be. Is that the bit?
I
I'm not
don't
really
think
getting
so.
this one.
I really think that maybe you should change your attitude a little bit,
Oh,
and you
okay.
would enjoy this space a little bit better.
Well, I'm just trying to understand it. I guess I got to turn my journalistic brain off and
Yeah.
try and get in here.
Yeah, get in there.
Okay. Why are you unbuttoning my shirt?
Get in.
Why are you?
Get in there.
No, stop. No. Okay.
You're gonna like it. It's gonna be warm. We're gonna throw some bones in there. Maybe some dead bats. They're so cute. They're fuzzy.
Can we skip through this part?
You
Oh,
like them? You wanna
100%.
skip?
Yeah, you know
Here,
what?
here, come this way. Come this way.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Hi.
here, get in this car.
Wait.
Get in this car. Get into this car.
Okay. Hi.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Get in the car here.
All right, now you just have to drive down 71 North for 10 minutes.
Well, no.
That's all this part is. It's,
During rush hour, it says
4:30.
5 p.m.
It's 4:30
No,
right
no.
now, and you have to drive 71 North right now. Go do
Okay,
it.
it's a
Oh,
driving
dear.
simulator. That's really scary. And I'm looking in the rear view, and it looks like Armadillo Man's in the car behind us.
I'm interested in this choice they've made with the Armadillo Man. This is a very eclectic haunted house.
Do you see my car has a Salt Life sticker on the back?
No, we're in front of you, and thanks for pointing that out. I don't know if that's a person who works here or not, to be honest with you. At this point, I'm thinking it's just an enthusiast.
I have some literature you should read.
Oh dear.
Well, it's really a YouTube video. It's a link to a YouTube video, so you have to go online and enter it in.
You don't have like a QR code?
Well, I don't know how to use those.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them you have to pay for. It's a whole thing.
it's
QR
not.
codes.
It's not good. But I have so many diseases.
Okay, yeah. Let's get out of this car and move on to the next section here. It looks like
Hey, you want
Disease
to
is real.
pay for any of the photos of your experience here at the haunted house thus far?
whoa, you've been taking photos of us the
Yeah,
entire
we've been
time?
taking photos of you this
And
entire time.
before.
Okay.
Lots of photos.
Yeah, here's a couple from the day before you got here.
Okay.
And these are from the day after you were born.
Do you want to buy any of these?
Here's you sleeping.
Oh, this one's me in the bathroom.
Look how cute you are.
Okay.
Abby, this
Souvenirs.
one's just a good headshot of you, honestly.
That's
If you wanna-
nice.
if you wanna
Actually, I could
buy
use
that,
some.
yeah.
That looks really good, Abby. I gotta say, you look funny and fun to be around in that one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but the other ones are scary.
Yeah, I know. Well, the variety is the scariest thing.
What is this place? What is it really? I'm not used to this much laughter, Abby.
After all haunted house, yeah.
Yeah, not generally. Someone come clean. I demand to know, as a journalist, I'm a member of the press, and what's happening here? This doesn't seem like a real haunted house.
You want to touch me?
What?
I got so many diseases.
No,
Just
I'm
touch
not
me.
touching you.
Touch me.
I'm not touching you. Let's
Bye.
get
I'm gonna
out of
touch
here.
you. I'm gonna
Okay,
touch you.
I think the exit's ahead, Abby. Let's
Yeah,
keep going.
let's go.
Oh, great. They have one of those slides at the end.
Can you do the survey real quick first before you
What?
go on the slide?
Do you have a QR code?
Yeah. Here's the QR code,
it's
and
on the
it's
phone. Okay.
only an 82 question survey. If you could just,
dear.
Okay.
And then a tip right here. If you could just turn the tablet.
Oh man. Do we need to fill out the survey before we leave, or can we just come back to it later?
Please fill it out
You're gonna
right
need
now.
to finish it out before you
Yeah,
leave.
please fill it out right
all right.
now.
Oh dear.
Well, let's see here. Age, okay, that's all the general information. I have autofill on mine, so yeah.
That's handy.
There's nothing about the Armadillo Man on here.
No, there's no
That's a little
evidence.
concerning.
Is Armadillo Man behind all of this somehow? He rolled up into a ball. He doesn't want to face the.
He goes down the slide.
Yeah, he just rolled down the slide. That seems pretty fun, actually. If this slide had an armadillo ball we could roll down, I would give this place high marks.
It was fun.
Okay, well, I'm glad he enjoyed himself. Let's see. Let's go finish these goddamn questions. Mother's maiden name, social security number, so on and so forth. I feel like I'm just going to hit skip here. I don't know what happens if you hit skip, but it's here, so I'm going to hit that button.
Skip! I've got so many diseases!
Okay. He just fell from the roof. I don't know how that happened. I think there's more than one armadillo man.
Oh yeah. You ever see more than one armadillo? We all got diseases.
Okay, we get
You
it.
got a
We
lot
get
of
it. You have
diseases.
diseases. Abby, let's go down the slide.
Let's go down the slide. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff you should read.
All right. Okay, that was actually just a one-story slide. It wasn't that bad.
Real quick.
I thought it was going to be 14 floors or more. I don't know. Again, I'm concerned about the name. But I guess we'll just exit through the gift shop and be done with this horrible experience.
Hey, you're cutting, numbnut.
How did you get behind me?
Hey, is that numbnuts cutting in
Yeah,
front of you again?
I'm trying to get some swag on my way out.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what? Can I ask you, what did you think of the haunted house?
You know what? Honestly, it was different than a lot of haunted houses. It made me think about philosophical things that I don't like thinking about, so in that way it was scary. 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I thought it was good. I think they had more diseases last year, though.
Did you want to get diseases when you were here?
Well, yeah. Come on, this is Kansas City's greatest haunted house.
It is.
Is it?
Okay.
I thought it was just opening.
Well, I mean, it's greatest. Yeah,
Don't
look at me. Don't look at me.
You're giving it 10 out of 10 is what you're saying?
Yes, I'm embarrassed. I just didn't come prepared for this interview, all right?
Okay, fair enough.
I just wanted to go over here and get scared.
Fair enough. Abby, I'm sorry I brought you on this trip. I thought it was going to be more fruitful.
You know, that's how I always say. At the very least, maybe I'll get some material out of it, and I feel like I did.
Abby, here's your headshot, and
Oh,
here's
thank you.
a photo of you driving away in 15 minutes.
And you're both now subscribed to a men's rights podcast.
Oh, no. That's what this is all about.
And you might want to get yourself checked out.
I didn't touch you.
Here's another photo for you.
Oh dear.
Well, Abby, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I've been Tom Timley for KC Revival. I'm going to go to see a doctor first thing.
I got this.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. That's it for this episode of KC Revival. Big thanks to Abby Bland for co-hosting. Check out Abby's stuff in the show note links. Also, thanks to Tay Castillo and Bobby McCosky. KC Revival is produced by Michael Stoufer and Jillian Guthrie. We'll see you next time. Bye now.